Hello, and we are back. So this weekend, they have a few promotions going on. Like Horse does most every weekend, they have some divines and something along that lines, at least to work with. So I'm gonna go show you what the ones are this weekend. There is Shiny Yellow, and as you can see, I have spent no money on no fragments because let's face it, you look up Shiny Yellow. And he gives you 10 passes every Wednesday after the daily update, provided that you logged in at least once in the previous 3 days. Well, that's great. That's all of 520 passes a year. So, in my eyes, to break even in a reasonable amount of time, you would have to pay less than 1,500 passes for him. Now, I can tell you from logging into my other account and from buying a couple of Golden Fleeces, my average drop rate was about 40 fragments per drop, meaning that he would take much more than 8 hops if you have to fill the meter. So he just, to me, isn't really worth it. I try to keep my ROI on all of my divines to 3 years. I figure if it's not going to pay me back in 3 years, it's not worth the effort that I've put into it or spending the money on anything above and beyond. Now, you'll notice the piece of clouds are currently available for sale for Equas. I love this idea and I hate this idea at the same time. And the reason I say that is because if I go to use my Equas, I have to choose a horse immediately. Like, I can't just buy it, keep it in my inventory, and hold on to it. And I wish that's something Horse would change, because that drives me nuts. Like, I would love to be able to just buy this up and then pick when I want to use it for myself. Now, we'll go down to the piggy bank, because there's another one. Artemis's Arrow. And that's one that I never use. I never use it. Like, I never need to rush a horse along when I'm aging it, because typically I'm still training it and I'm bluffing it. So is there something worth it this weekend? There is a Wanderer's Spirit, and that is just something where you can buy one of the coats from the, what would it have been? It would have been the April Fool's Wanderers. So kind of cool, nothing too crazy special. I don't believe it turns your horse into a divine like a regular Wanderer, so I don't know if it does you any good. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. Now, Morgana, I am up to 300 fragments on already. I will be getting another, I believe it's 150 on the next level of the Fairy Woods game. Still waiting to hear back for their decision on whether they're going to let you restart it, because originally we were told you were allowed to, now we're told you're not. I don't know how they're going to do it. I have my request in the customer service just like a bunch of people did, and we'll wait and see how that plays out. But the one worth looking at, there's this dude called Notus. As you can see, I've already opened up one hop on him. What I am planning on doing is I am planning on opening up my daily objectives hop. I have 7 hops in inventory from getting Stroking of Xanthos, which if you don't do, you should go check out my other video on how to do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to open up, hang on, let me get to the page. We're going to open up this hop, see what we get, and then I got another Horn of Plenty. So with my Horn of Plenty, I won a Horn of Plenty. I did get 20 Notus fragments. A Philosopher's Stone. Hey, that's a pretty good hop, actually. I don't get hops that good very often. So let's try. We have 7 left. So, no, it didn't give me an extra Horn of Plenty. I took the Horn of Plenty that it had, and then that's what I got. So I got a Philosopher's Stone out of it. Some aging points. I don't really ever use the aging points. I've determined I'm going to probably do about 3 of these. That's just a very, very sad hop. I've noticed that for hops, it seems like if you do just one in the morning on a given day, what it gives you is pretty good, and then it seems like the first 1 or 2 after that are terrible. I did get Notus. That's awesome. I just got a divine on my 4th hop, so I mean, that's hard to beat. Like, super excited about that. Now, one thing I am going to tell you and show you guys, we're going to click try another, but we're not going to actually try another. I've got 5 hops left in inventory, so that makes me super excited because I'm going to probably sell 1 or 2 of those and sell them in the exchange today. The big reason why is because I've been trying to create a farm of stone horses so that I can keep them as my aging point farm. It's a slow developing process, but let's go to my other horses. We should have Notus in here. There it is. There's Notus. 3,000 years old. Let's go double check and see what it says, how long he is allowed to, up until age 3,100. As soon as Notus wind force reaches 100%, it creates a tempest. Once the tempest is over, you'll get these prizes. Bonus pack, 10 passes, another surprise. So we'll see what he gives us. But what we want to do on Notus to increase his availability as much as possible. Let's see if it'll allow us to do this. I don't want a bonus. I want an item. I believe I have Water Youth in stock. I do have 3 Water Youths in stock. So the reason you're going to want to do this with a Wind Divine is Wind Divines only give you perks for 100 years. So at your normal 6 months worth 6 agings for an entire year, you're going to get 600 agings. If you put a Water Youth on them right off the bat, you just created it from 600 to 1,200. So I just doubled the amount of times I can take him for rides and just increased his perk for me in the long run by quite a bit. So hope you guys found this useful. If you find it helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button and share this so that we can get this out to other players, help some other new people out and get them going. So have a great day, and thanks for watching, like I said.